ピース行くぞ
Kozuki Toki is from the ancient kingdom and is still alive. Hi everyone, Flying Panda. I've been researching this video for a while now, so I do hope you enjoy this video. This video will be about the connections between Kozuki Toki and the ancient kingdom. At first, I too believed that Toki also died in the past and her fruit was eaten by someone like Red Hair Shanks. But after some research, it will not make any sense. This video more or less links my last few videos together. We start with Zunesha, is the oldest living creature introduced in the series, with its lifetime predating even the Void Century. In the ancient past, Zunesha was sentenced to walk the seas for eternity and only act upon being ordered to do so for committing an unspecific crime. During the ZORO arc, we found out that Momonosuke and only him had a power to command Zunesha, and at that moment we thought that was potentially another ancient weapon like Poseidon. But after the introduction of Kozuki Toki and her Time Devil Fruit abilities, it makes much more sense. Momonosuke inherited this ability from his mother. The reason I say it was by his mother is because I believe Zunesha was punished even before the Void History, and I'm pretty sure Kozuki Oden would have put a stop to this internal punishment. It only made sense that he inherited this from his mother, and this is why I believe Kozuki Toki has travelled as far as the Void History, which was 900 years ago. Wait, Panda, are you saying that she lived during the Void History? Of course I am. The Void History, missing from the history books where only the poneglyphs had any history of what happened. It was then something happened to the ancient kingdom for Toki to escape from that time frame during the time when the world government was being formed. It was at the same spot where she moved forward 100 years in time, and this was where she knew she had lost everything and shared her knowledge to the Kozuki clan 800 years ago. The Kozuki family was a clan of master craftsmen specializing in stone masonry. The earliest known ancestors created the poneglyphs during the end of the Void Century. As it was confirmed, Toki was rumored to have been born in the distant past, but after consuming the Toki no Mi, she travelled forward in time multiple times, so she did not stop 800 years ago with the Kozuki. She again travelled forward. The question was, why was she going forward in time? Was she being chased by someone with a similar ability? Was it Im-sama? Or was it one of the Gorosei? In the presence of Im, the 5 arrows knew in front of this individual. One member also calls Im-sama, showing respect for this person. I believe the Gorosei's role is eliminate anyone who has knowledge of the Void Century, and has been so far proven when the tall thin one with a mustache spoke with Professor Clover and ordered Spandam to kill him before the archaeologists could speak the Great Kingdom's name. They are shown to have at least a basic knowledge of the occurrences of the Void Century, according to their shocked reactions to Professor Clover's statements. They have shown a paranoid fear of someone reviving the ancient weapons to the point of forbidding its research and ordering the utter destruction of the entire country of Ohara. Though, given what is known of the Void Century, they may simply be using that as an excuse to order to prevent information they do not want leaked to the public from getting out. Toki was one of those that needed to be eliminated, and due to her escaping, it could link that the Gorosei have immortality, that when they find Toki, that she will skip time to the future and will again skip time when they find her again. The Gorosei are living forever just to eliminate those who are a threat to the world government. But if Toki can get away from the Gorosei, why did she stop at one timeline? That was because she fell in love with Kozuki Oden. Oden was very adventurous and felt confined by Wano's closed borders. In his early years, he was said to get into violent fights, which was the reason for his exile from the flower capital. However, he was a man of great compassion as he defended Nekomamushi and Inuarashi from discrimination in Wano and also formed the criminals of Kuri into becoming law-abiding citizens. Even Goldie Roger and Whitebeard held incredible respect for him. Would you be surprised that Toki fell in love with this cool guy, settling down with this man? I believe Toki told everything to Oden and this made him set out in his adventure to Raftel with Roger and his crew. It was that time he discovered more of the truth, which was then he noticed that he had to open Wano to the world. Was it that Wano was the remains of the ancient kingdom? If you remember when Toki sent the retainers and her son to the future, they remained at the same place. What if when she went to the future from the Void Century, it was the same exact spot and she never left the area? It was here where Toki was safe, no one to come into Wano, and her life remained safe. For once she can have a normal life. Until the great cleansing happened, ordered by Im-sama. In this time, all history of the Void Century was to be removed. It started with Ohara 22 years ago, where the Gorosei ordered the Buster Call in Nico Robin's homeland. Then 20 years ago, the assassination of the Kozuki clan and Toki. Around that time, Oden was executed in the flower capital by Kaido and Kurozumi Orochi for refusing to divulge information of Raftel. And he died while passing on the knowledge of the poneglyphs to Momonosuke. But I believe it to be more than this. I believe that it was set up by the Gorosei for this assassination. Before I go on, don't get mixed up with what the Gorosei do and what the Marines do. Yes, the Marines do not want to enter Wano, but the Gorosei has other means. This was proven when, even though Shanks would be considered an enemy given his status as a pirate, the five elders showed respect towards him and even allowed him to speak with them inside Marijois. Could this be the same with Kaido? I won't say more on this because I am still looking for more evidence that Kaido was indeed an experiment from the world government. Now on to the final part. I believe that Kozuki Toki is still alive and only her. Kozuki Oden is dead. I'm sure of this because even his name Oden is the name of a traditional Japanese winter dish that it has to be boiled. But what about Toki? Toki is another name for the Japanese crested ibis, which follows Oda's tradition of naming female characters after birds. This bird is a rare Japanese bird, and at one time, this crested ibis was widespread in Japan, China, Korea, Taiwan and Russia. However, it has now disappeared from most of its former range. The last wild crested ibis in Japan died in October 2003, with the remaining wild population only found in Shanxi province of China until reintroduction of captive bred birds back into Japan in 2008. They were previously thought to be extinct in China too until 1981 when only 7 ibises were seen in Shanxi, China. It makes sense for a rare bird like this to be associated with a character that died as well. I believe it to be a more locked up scenario. I believe she's locked up and her abilities were used to send enemies to the future to chase the retainers. This could have been the traitor in ZORO. Quick fact, did you know that one shogun in Japanese history had a traitor among his group, and that traitor was a painter? Like KANJURO. Anyways, not only can Toki have the time devil fruit, but also has the power to control Zunesha and whatever else she could control. But why would Toki still help then? Well, this is because they also have captured her precious daughter, Kozuki Hiyori. Anyways, thanks for watching my video. Please leave your comments down below. Please click like, and if you haven't, please subscribe to Flying Panda and join our Discord.
Fuku, 行くぞ